Today, we're diving into the art of OSINT and how your own digital footprint betrays you. You post a photo of your coffee, just an innocent picture, but in less than 5 minutes, I know where you live. I didn't have to hack you, I didn't need any special access, you just gave me the data yourself.
Let's start the video.
All right, first things first, forget everything you think you know about hacking. You know, the brute force attacks, the complex code. The real art of intelligence gathering is so much quieter. It's not about kicking down the door. It's about what you can see just by looking through the window. This is what we call open source intelligence, or OSINT for short. And you need to understand, this is the main tool for any attacker. They spend something like 90% of their time right here, in this phase. The best way to think about it? Look at the detective L from Death Note. He never attacks Kira directly, right? He just sits back and analyzes publicly available information. News reports, police data, TV broadcasts, and from that data alone, he turns it into intelligence, narrowing down Kira's location from anywhere in the world to a single region in Japan. That's OSINT.
Now in this world, there are two ways to gather info. There's active recon, which is like walking up and knocking on someone's front door. It's loud, it leaves a trail. But then, there's passive recon, and that's OSINT. This is like standing across the street with a pair of binoculars. The target has absolutely no idea you are watching them, and that's what makes this the most terrifying phase of any attack. It's completely silent. Your antivirus isn't going to warn you. Your firewall won't flash an alert. Someone could be building a complete profile on you right now, and you would never, ever know.
So, how does this detective actually work? What are their secret weapons? Well, let's pull back the curtain on the first tool in the arsenal. And believe it or not, it's something you use every single day, just not like this.
Most of us use Google to find a recipe or settle a bet, but an investigator, an attacker, they use it like a scalpel. They use special commands called Google Dorks, which are basically cheat codes for the entire internet.
Let me just show you how this works. A normal person might search for government salary list and get a bunch of news articles. But an investigator's command is way more specific. They tell Google, number 1, I only want Excel files, using the command filetype:\XLS. Number 2, those files absolutely must have the word salary in them. And 3, I only want to search inside government websites from India, using site:/gov.in. And just like that, you filtered the entire internet. Google literally just hands over confidential salary spreadsheets that some poor employee accidentally uploaded. You skip all the noise and go straight for the jugular.
All right, let's move on to the next crime scene, because this is where things start to connect. And you'll see that most of the clues, they don't come from some hacked government server. They come directly from us.
Let's deconstruct this piece of evidence right here, a super common happy birthday post. You post, happy 18th birthday to me, with a picture of your brand new car. You see a celebration, but an attacker, they see your full date of birth. You know, a key piece of data for identity theft. They see the make and model of your car, which is a perfect answer for that classic security question, what was your first car? Oh, and that little geotag at the local cafe? That just revealed your neighborhood and your daily routine. It's just like in Death Note, right? Light Yagami got caught because he kept leaking these tiny, seemingly insignificant details about his personal schedule. We're all doing the exact same thing. We are willingly giving away the answers to our own security questions every single day.
But now we get to the most chilling part of this whole investigation. It's called imagery intelligence, or IMINT, and this is where a single, innocent-looking detail can unravel your entire life.
I mean, think about it. It's just a photo, right? What's the real harm? Well, what can one high-resolution selfie really tell an obsessive stranger? First off, you gotta understand the tool we're working with here. The cameras in our pockets these days, they aren't just cameras anymore. They are scientific instruments. They capture an insane amount of detail. We're talking over 100 million pixels in a single shot. That's more than enough to see things that were never meant to be seen.
And this brings us to a true story. And it is absolutely terrifying. There was this Japanese pop idol, and she loved to post selfies for her fans. She was smart about it, or so she thought. She never showed any street signs, no obvious landmarks. But a stalker downloaded one of her photos, and he wasn't looking at her. He was looking into her eyes. He zoomed in, and he kept zooming, pixel by pixel, into that tiny little reflection on her pupil. And right there, reflected in microscopic detail, was the scene in front of her. He could just make out the name on a train station sign.
With that one tiny clue, he went to Google Street View and started cross-referencing it, matching the shapes of the buildings that were also visible in the reflection. And he did it. He figured out the exact train station she was standing at. So he went there. He waited for her, he found her, and he attacked her. All of that from a single tiny reflection in her eye. It's proof that no detail you post online is too small to be turned into a weapon.
And it's not just reflections. Investigators look for everything. The angle of a shadow in your photo can tell them the time of day it was taken. The shape of a power outlet in the background can tell them what country you're in. A blurry bus number off in the corner, that can reveal your exact commute. And if you ever post a picture of the beautiful view from your apartment window, you've just doxed yourself. You've given the entire world your home address.
So now the attacker has all these little pieces: a date of birth from Facebook, a location from an Instagram photo, a username from some old forum. Now the final phase of the investigation begins, connecting all those dots to build one single profile of you.
So, what if you realize you made a mistake and you go back and delete the post? Well, it doesn't matter. The internet never, ever forgets. There's this thing called the Wayback Machine, and it literally archives snapshots of the entire web every single day. An attacker can use it like a time machine, go back to what your Twitter profile looked like in 2015, and find that personal email address you foolishly put in your bio back then. Your digital ghost is always there, waiting.
And probably the biggest breadcrumb we all leave behind is our username. Come on, we're human, we're creatures of habit. If your handle on Instagram is CoolDude99, there's a really good chance your Reddit account, your Gmail, and your gaming profile are all named CoolDude99 too.
So investigators use these automated tools. One is literally called Sherlock. You feed it that one username, CoolDude99, and it scans hundreds of websites, LinkedIn, Reddit, Tinder, Spotify, GitHub, you name it, looking for a match. And just like that, all the dots are connected. Your polished professional self from LinkedIn is now directly linked to your supposedly anonymous Reddit account where you complain about your boss and talk about your embarrassing hobbies. They build a complete psychological profile on you just by following the trail that you yourself left behind.
Okay, so after hearing all of that, how on earth do you defend yourself? You can't just erase your footprint. That's impossible. So we have to start thinking like a spy. We have to make a countermove.
The only real defense against an investigation that's built on public data is to poison that data. In the world of espionage, you don't try to hide. That's a losing game. You create disinformation. You lay down false trails to lead them astray.
So here's your new strategy. From now on, you post your vacation photos after you get back, so you're not just advertising an empty house. Create separate email addresses for the different parts of your life. Your secure banking email should have zero connection to your gaming accounts. Use a fake birth year on your public profiles. It throws off the data brokers. And blur the backgrounds in your photos. Or even better, learn how to strip the hidden data out of them. Basically, you have to pollute your own data stream so that it becomes completely useless to an investigator.
But look, before you can even begin to build a defense, you have to see what the attacker sees. Your very first investigation has to be on yourself. So I'm serious. Go and Google your name, Google your usernames, see what you find. Because whatever pops up, that's exactly what they are going to find. And that is your true vulnerability.
See you in the next episode.